A tree with glowing orbs, a talking dragon, a lamb, a tree of life. It's a bizarre story. How do I know that this is true, and not like other ancient mythology stories? How do I know that this isn't just made up?
One word: prophecy. The Bible is a highly prophetic book. Everything in the Bible is prophetic, including the historical events. And this story is more relevant now than ever before.
How so?
What do you have on your side clipped to your belt?
A smartphone?
And what do you use every day at your job?
A computer?
And what are these devices constantly connected to?
The internet?
Yes. And do you know what happened on January 28th, 2024?
Not sure.
The first Neuralink brain-to-computer interface was implanted into the first human. Some say that it is the greatest breakthrough in technology in all human history.
Doesn't that have to do with helping people with disabilities? Not sure where you are going here.
Yes, but there is a darker agenda. That when this technology is perfected and our minds one with machines, we can become like gods.
What?
Yes, and Jehovah foresaw all of this from the beginning. A man by the name of Maurice Sklar received a vision back in 1985 from the Almighty warning about this.
I saw the Earth from outer space. As I watched, I began to see what looked like neon lights begin to appear in hexagon patterns over the Earth. It started from North America, and then it spread out over Europe and then around the world. The closest way I can describe it is that it looked like white laser lights that were traced in approximately 100-mile wide hexagon patterns around the entire Earth, kind of like an electronic or laser spider web. When the lights finally stopped tracing around the Earth, it looked like the Earth was wrapped in an electronic grid, like a geodesic dome, similar to the white globe that is at Epcot Center in Disney World, only it was not solid. You could see the Earth underneath it with its blue oceans and clouds and atmosphere. It was really glorious. I'll never forget how just spectacular the Earth was from space. Then the Lord said to me, "This is what is shortly to take place. There is an electronic web that will encircle the Earth like this. It will unite the whole world under the Antichrist system of the end-time Babylon. First, it will bring great blessings and prosperity. It will seem like everyone is coming together, and a new age is dawning for mankind." And I looked again, and I saw the Earth from space with this electronic web around it once more. But then I saw the continent of Europe. The hexagons from each nation began to grow dark and become opaque. It looked like black smoke rose up one after the other from the Earth, and each hexagon began to go smoky gray and then black. After a few seconds, I could no longer see Europe at all. Then this began to spread rapidly across into Asia and Africa. Finally, Australia, China, and even America were completely blotted out. I could only see the oceans. Then the islands of the seas became black. Finally, the entire Earth was in darkness. Even the blue oceans disappeared. I felt such evil and hopelessness. I heard then the cries of millions of souls on Earth that were trapped in darkness. Then the Lord spoke again and said, "Do you see this? Do you know what this is?" I replied, "No, Lord." He said, "This is the fullness of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. This is what Adam chose for all of mankind in the Garden of Eden instead of union and life with me. They could have had eaten from the tree of life instead, and this never would have happened." I was so confused, I really didn't understand at the time. You have to remember, the World Wide Web of the Internet was just in its infancy back in 1985. Only a few thousand computer geeks were, quote, online. I couldn't imagine the world as it is now back then, like a snowball going down a mountain and getting bigger and bigger as it travels faster and faster. Knowledge is exploding like never before. What knowledge? The knowledge of both good and evil. It is now wrapped all around mankind like a giant tree with its branches going everywhere. We cannot escape from it.
Whoa, is this like the end of the world?
No, it's not the end of the world. Only the end of the age. Though the bad news is that the original sin is reaching its epitome as man is duped by the same lie that we can become like gods and cheat death if we acquire enough knowledge and merge with machines. The good news is that the Lamb of God is also real, and he is coming back to save this planet and crush the serpent once and for all.